Hello, greetings, greetings. My name is Stacey Ann Smith, and I'm Red Stripes chief storyteller. Brandon Corporate PR manager is what I have on paper,
Okay.
but I tell amazing stories. And today I have a couple of amazing people. You may have seen these young people on our platforms before. Garth Williams and Ashley Miller,
That's right.
part of our Bear Love series. And if you've been watching, you would definitely know that they're sitting here and pretending like they're very nice and proper. But when they're ready, they can really have a good time.
What are you doing?
I'm not pretending. Oh no. You guys have watched Bear Love. You know, they were always proper.
Today, we definitely want to share some really exciting news. It is Enjoy Responsibly Day, ER Day.
That's right.
And let me tell you something, I am depending on them to really, really bring the vibe, especially Miss Ashley. We're going to tell you more about that later. We're not excluding you, Garth. Don't feel no way.
No, I'll be there.
Wonderful stuff. And we want you to be there, and that there is at the AC Hotel later this evening, this Friday, today, December 2, said February, I'm just racing along. December 2 at the AC Hotel, and we're going to have an amazing mocktail mixer, is what they're calling it.
We're bringing the
And
vibes.
let me tell you, it is a massive celebration of moderation. And that's why we're here today to talk about ER Day, enjoying responsibly, of course, and all of the exciting things that we're doing throughout today, right into the evening. That moderation is about low and no alcohol. And it may sound a little strange to some people, but can I tell you, I've proven it, and these guys will attest to it. You can have an amazing time and really shell down the thing and not having alcohol, don't it?
It's easy.
I'm going to prove that tonight.
Let me tell you, and to come out and be there, and you will get an opportunity to get a very nice premium experience. A shuttle that will take you to AC Hotel, and we have lots of exciting things.
AC shuttle.
A AC shuttle
Has
to
to be.
AC, right? It's going to start at 6 o'clock, as I said, and one lucky winner on this live, a follower on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube channel, LinkedIn as well, can win that very premium experience, which will include the shuttle, which will include lots of nice food, and of course, Heineken 00 this evening at AC Hotel. All you have to do is to comment the names of our 3 ride share partners. So we do have some ride share partners one of whom will take you and 2 friends to AC in AC tonight. All right.
So I can shout it out and enter.
No, miss. No.
What's this number 4 number?
Honestly, like we can just sign in right now and just comment. This is a very easy question.
I know it's very easy, and if you've been following Red Stripe Corporate, you know for sure what the answer is. So just hurry up and put those answers.
Hurry before Garth and I win the prize and go without you.
My phone.
In the meantime, we're going to talk more about Enjoy Responsibly Day. Now, of course, if you have been following our social media pages, you do know that we are creating a massive move around this moderation message and talking about enjoying responsibly today. And we're going to be doing that all day. We started off this morning with a television interview with our head of corporate affairs. Big up yourself, Dan Ashton Smith.
Nice.
And we will continue with interviews on radio. We're going to have ads. We have ads in the paper. We're on social media. It really is a massive blitz. And we also will be having a treat for persons who are going to be at a few of our on-trade locations around about lunchtime. I think it's from 11 to 3 this afternoon. We do have viewing parties at 3 locations. That's Janga's, Kingston
You
Jer.
mean World Cup viewing parties?
Yes, indeed. And
like a referee?
we're gonna be doing Heineken 00 sampling
Treating
those locations. So you can go out and be part of that celebration of moderation. And really and truly, it's one of the things that we do at this time of year as we go into this busy holiday season. You know, there are lots of parties, people on the road. People really are coming out to have an amazing time. And the truth is, we work very hard and we have very, very busy lives. So it's important for you to really come out and have a good time with your
Yes.
family, with your friends. I mean, and it doesn't have to only be an event. It could be just chilling with your
Yeah,
friends,
just chilling.
at home or, having those family gatherings.
Mhm.
And it's so important for you to remember to enjoy responsibly.
Yes.
I mean, we had Responsibility Now, which is a forum that we did with our stakeholders, zeroing in on road safety recently.
Sure.
And it's so important for every one of us play that role. So this is all part of our overall focus to reduce the harmful use of alcohol.
Yeah.
And yes, it sounds heavy sometimes, but the truth is it's so important for us.
Mhm.
Yeah, because sustainability is important. And if we're not taking care of ourselves and drinking and living responsibly, which
Yeah.
is about balance, not true, guys?
Of course,
Facts.
100%.
Mhm.
If it's interesting you mention it, because we think of sometimes going overboard.
Yeah.
Like you just wild out when you have
Yeah.
a good time. If you got all the way full 100,
Mm-mm.
you can go 80.
Yeah.
You can definitely go 80, so you can do 80 next time.
We never
Yeah.
have to go 80.
You never go 80 sometimes. It's about balance, really.
Mhm.
It
Because if
definitely
you OD now, you may never have an opportunity
Exactly.
to really enjoy life and the people around you and the things around you.
And of course, you have to also remember the different groups that you're talking about. I mean, it's so important for us to keep that traffic environment safe, but the reduction of harmful use also involves preventing underage access, which
Yes.
is another big thing. Because you have to remember there are young people and they are impressionable. So us as adults need to make sure that we're setting that example and we're putting the things in place to ensure that we reduce access and also discourage underage drinking.
Yeah.
Because it's so important, as you said, for balance and at a certain age, consumption of alcohol is just an absolute no-no. Yeah. So while we're talking about getting into the holiday season, I know for a fact that Miss Ashley here, I follow her on social media.
What do we know?
You see her, she put on her clothes and she come out and she look nice and such. And I've seen her out and she can dance. If you want like so she really want it. Yeah. So
So have it in her.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So beat a little bit. Follow the beat a little bit.
with your friends, how do you drink and live responsibly?
Okay, so first of all, a lot of people might not even know that I'm usually the designated driver in my group.
I don't me alone.
As it's not you alone, Stacey. I
Okay.
promise you. I'm usually the designated driver, so it's not even that I'm trying to watch what I'm drinking. It's just automatic in me. Like I just know that I need to have this in moderation. It's either no or low alcohol. So I'm more of a beer girl. I'm not a hard liquor kind of girl either. So it just works hand in hand that way. And drinking and living responsibly. I guess if I have a night where I feel like, maybe I'll have like a 1 cup of hard liquor, I'll make sure to space it with some water. It literally will be 1 cup of liquor with water for the rest of the night. But yeah, and living responsibly, we all have our responsibility with everyone else around us. It's and as an influencer, I guess, people are watching what I'm doing,
Yeah.
they're watching what I'm saying, stuff like that. So it's like I am not the type of person that's going to be, yeah, man, go, we need for drink, shots. You get what I mean? And there is a lot of pressure when you go on the road with stuff like that. I actually was having a conversation with a friend about this last week, and there's a lot of pressure out there to just be drinking. And it's like, guys, we can literally build a vibe without all of this alcohol. You get what I mean? And I think there's a lot in the culture that probably needs to be talked about a little bit more. And I feel like with this event we're having tonight at AC Hotel, people are gonna definitely see
Yeah.
how we can vibes and just have a good time without having that all of that alcohol in front of us.
Low and no alcohol.
Low and no.
It's so important to show people, and that's what we're gonna do
Yeah.
this evening, to show people that it's possible. You can go out and have a really good
100%.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times when you see me on my story, Stacey, and me a rave and a dance, I'm 100% sober. There's no alcohol inside me.
I know you go out, but you're a little less visible in terms of your
Because we keep this off. Keep going. Keep it simple. But So I do a wide variety of things. So I will party a bit, right? But I play a lot of dominoes with my friends. There are card games on the weekend. Sometimes we have this little round robin among friends. So it's at somebody's house, at somebody's beach property, somewhere. We move it around. I'm rarely ever the designated driver, though. I must be honest.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you.
Surprising.
I have two friends who they really don't consume alcohol like that. And it's not for they're just not really into it like that. So
Yeah.
have a Heineken, they'll have a red stripe, but that's it for them. So just like how you'll probably like have one cup of
Yeah.
anything and then it's water all night, or you'll have a beer and then it's water all night after that. That's we have two friends like that.
Okay.
So we know say if we are both in our group, them and they responsible for all of that. So the rest of us now can we'll drink, yeah, we're going nights, but we're not gonna get like the belligerent, like all over the place. So that's what we do. But we always ensure that we always have food.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, some people love my food.
It's very important, yeah.
If you cook, you see, you
It's
didn't know?
evident.
I never know that. No.
Oh, for real?
Garth doesn't give me cooking vibes
Yeah.
at all.
Well,
It
let's
doesn't give me chef. It doesn't give me chef vibes.
I tell you.
So food is always an important part of what we do. So even while we're not the designated driver, or drivers, we know that we're going to have space.
You're not consuming on an empty
stomach.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's how we do it. I encourage my friends. So easy, especially like when I go to play dominoes in the evening, right? I go to my mother-in-law's place, and it's so easy for you to end up having so many drinks
And not even noticing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So far from home, don't be fooled by that. Don't. It's so easy to just kind of,
just lose it. Yeah.
And next thing you know,
It's when you get up, you feel it. Yeah.
There was one occasion when we had a friend who was struggling to open his car with a button. It's not even like youth far now, So we drove him home and got a ride back and things. So you just always have to be very aware.
Yeah.
And you have to plan ahead, because if you do know that you're going to consume, you have to make an arrangement to drive ahead of time.
Or if something pops up, just might say another drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a good friend. He lives in Spanish Town, right? And sometimes he's on his way over, and you know how the Boulevard and Mandela can get in the evening. And we just make a car. Not play domino, yeah man. Something about the traffic, and them just pull up.
Yeah.
And then I said, "What police up on the road?" I'm like, "Yeah, police up on the road, but I have to stop drink because like police stop drink for you."
Yeah, exactly.
So take own personal responsibility for how we consume and how we live responsibly.
And that's what mindfulness is all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you consider also from the perspective of a parent, because you have two amazing children, they are absolutely beautiful. They are my babies. One is a preteen, so getting in that stage number.
She's 13 now. She's 14 in January.
Definitely teenager now. Okay.
Having those conversations now will have to be something that you have to plan, and you have to make sure that you're also living responsibly, because you have to set a good example. So talk to us a little bit about what that's like as a parent and having those conversations with your children.
I think the conversation has been made very easy because of my wife. So my father-in-law used to consume quite a bit, quite a lot. So at Christmas parties and family get-togethers, he's a little nicer than usual. Right? So kids would see him and they'd be like, "What's talking so much?" or something like that, But we've been able to have those conversations for a long while, so they know they're not to touch it. They don't go anywhere near it. And I listen to my children sometimes talk to their friends, especially my daughter. So when she's talking to her friends, and they will say, and this is a sad truth in Jamaica, right? We have a little thing in the culture where always get somebody at the sick.
Yeah.
I look a sick man. I look a face. No, Lord, that's something, right? It doesn't matter what type of alcohol beverage it is. It's not for anybody under 18. It's literally that simple.
Yeah.
But I overheard her talking to friends who would say, So like, when at Christmas time, so daddy not put no rubbing ice cereal. It's like, no, there's no rubbing ice cereal.
Yeah, but for a minute.
So you're not getting a taste. Then you don't make a taste. And by the way, so they know I used to work at restaurant, right? So and when I was here, she was like about 9, 10, ballpark of that age. And her friends are asking if she'll taste another flavored beer when at the house and stuff like that.
Absolutely not.
She don't even have the temptation. Because it's in the fridge and the fridge don't have no lock on it.
Yeah.
So the access is there, but because of conversations we've had with them,
Yeah.
they know not to go there. Because of the example they've seen in terms of what not to do, then it's made a little easier. But I know the temptation is ever present, and I'd say to parents, ensure that you have more of an influence on the children than
anybody else. Yeah, that's true.
Because you listen to the music, and it's not just nowadays music, by the way. And so I'm not knocking anything that's going on now. But overall, we've always had a theme, and not just in Jamaican music. It's, I'd say, international, right? And I'm going to pick out any particular genre. But there are genres of music that talk about partying and having a good time with alcohol in mind, right? And if those lyrics and those artists, those performers, those writers have more of an influence on the decisions of your child, then it's a risk. It's a risk. Let me just put it that way.
What is good though, Garth, is that we do still see that the data shows parents are still the number one influence over their children.
Right.
Yeah. And we're really happy for that. And you mentioned something earlier about access. Now, for me, I generally encourage people because I kind of took it a little more serious than that. So when my children were under 18, I would lock up the alcohol in the house.
Okay.
I would put it either on a very high shelf that they couldn't reach, or it was in a cupboard with a lock.
Okay.
So that there was absolutely no way, while you are having the conversation, there is no way for them to say, I wonder what mommy talking about, and be curious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So for me, I took it to that limit, having, been raised in a culture where when we did little, mama send you go buy a cue or send you go buy beer. You know what I mean? And for many young people, that's how they got their first taste because they had access. So that's also another thing that we've been talking about, this whole of society approach, ensuring that you're not only talking to your children and having the right conversations, but you're also restricting access.
Yeah.
You make it almost impossible for them to get a handle on this.
Certainly in your household.
Definitely.
I know growing up for sure, I had both of these situations that you're explaining where mommy would lock it away and also she'd have decent conversations about it. So whenever I'd see liquor as a little kid, like randomly find mommy hiding place and see it, I just close by the cupboard and go about my business. It's not something that I've ever been interested in trying, not something that, I feel like I need to sneak away and text some and give my friends some. That was never the case. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the conversation and then the lack of access as well.
And no matter of access though, it still goes back to that influence you have on the children. So my mom had two methods of influence on me. Right? One, we have a buckle. And the other, it's just words, right? But mom would always get these bottles of champagne and wine, excuse me, as gifts. She was a teacher. So past students and students who were graduating would always gift her these things. And she had them on the lowest shelf in the fridge and in the fridge door.
Yeah.
I had an aunt who lived in Kingston. So I'm from West Island. So my aunt would always visit. And once she come down, then you know that the drinking is going to happen. My mom did not have a drop of alcohol. So for all my life, I know mommy would never consume alcohol. But my auntie barely consume water. So once she come down, and then she's drinking and she said, and I'm like, it's not cool. But it was a balanced conversation because on the one hand, mommy was like, oh, if I drink too much, you're going to mash up your liver. And she went into the whole thing.
So you got the information.
Right. I think my aunt probably got drunk once where we knew that she was drunk. And we got a stern lesson. All of us as kids got us a very stern lesson about, all right, so you see what this up? And them something happened. You're like, oh, that's not cool.
And this information that we're providing to our young people to reduce access and underage drinking is at the heart of a new partnership we recently signed. The Angine Foundation, Ministry of Education and Youth, and the National Parent Teachers Association of Jamaica recently signed a memorandum of understanding, and at the heart of it is training parents to have those very conversations.
Yeah.
That's important.
Because for some parents, it's difficult to have the conversation.
Yeah.
You know, just like when you have conversations about sex, sometimes parents find it very difficult. So the same thing for alcohol.
Yeah.
People don't know what to say. They don't have the right information. So we created this really amazing training package called the Parents Movement. And through this partnership, we have actually already begun to share the content in a series of training sessions. The pilot through the Ministry of Education is with 7 schools, 7 high schools.
Okay.
So the parents at those schools will get the training, and then it's going to help them to have those conversations with their children. It's full of data. Everything is very data driven. So the science is there. And then it's a theater and education program. So there are lots of videos and dramatizations that give you like it's like a conversation starter in each segment. Very nice, very interactive. So we're really, really happy about that, because we do recognize that not everybody is equipped to have that kind of conversation with their children. And so we definitely wanted to do that, and we're very happy that we've started that. That memorandum of understanding extends for 2 years. So we will, over the next couple of years, be expanding that beyond those 7 schools.
Nice.
Talking about partnership, we mentioned at the start that we'll have a follower, somebody who can comment the names of our 3 ride share partners, because that's also another partnership that's in play now. And that's our Get Home Responsibly campaign. We started Get Home Responsibly earlier this year for Carnival through to Sumfest, and we saw really, really good feedback on our social media channels. And so we deepened that partnership, actually extended it to include 2 other rideshare companies.
Nice.
And that's also a very ready option for designated driver.
Right.
Because suppose you and your crew, everybody wants to be able to enjoy responsibly.
Yeah.
You definitely want to have that
An option.
You know, when you mention rideshare, sometimes people who, for example, live outside of an urbanized area like Kingston, Spanish Town, this metropolitan region, Montego Bay, might go. But rideshare can apply to me because we don't have your partners.
Yeah.
You can mention them, you can name them.
No, we don't want to name them because I'm going to say it at the end.
Oh,
At the end. Yeah.
right. So they might say, we're all part of the woods. And that's the point that I'm about to make. So, even if you don't have a taxi service, you must know a taxi man or a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Most people have a taxi brethren.
Yeah. So use that option. So it's about, all right, we all one. 5 we are going to live in a 5 different place.
Yeah.
But here we are one bossy. Pick up XYZ,
Yeah.
and make sure say they drop we off and they carry me back home and give them a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So that way they can go out and still have a vibe, enjoy yourself, consume a little bit, because you can do that, right? And make sure you get home safe, and no police can stop you from brutalizing you and then ticket and you lose points off your license and
all kinds of drama. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we have also a partnership with the JCF.
Yes, and there was a donation.
Donated 50 breathalyzers.
thanks, Red Stripe.
No, actually, thank you, Red Stripe.
Thank you.
you.
That it's so important, and we want to really support the public safety and traffic enforcement branch of the JCF. So we signed that with them recently, and we will be providing that support. So in that way, we're actually actively providing that element of support for them.
Yeah, and it's important that you take that kind of 360 approach to it. So on the one hand, you will promote low and no consumption, responsible living, responsible consumption. But for the other side of the coin, really, yes, it is good that you're supporting it. Because if truth is, the rules are there for a reason. There's a reason why them say don't drink and drive, or if you drive, don't drink.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. If you are going to breach that, you deserve to get in trouble.
Yeah, definitely. I think it would definitely promote accountability and individual responsibility as well. Just to know that, say 50 breathalyzers at the outer road right now, brand new, and them at work. So, yeah, you definitely have to know. So you need to drink in moderation.
And as we go into this festive season, that is the message. That's the overarching message that we're pushing on all our platforms. It's a celebration of moderation. It's about responsible living. It's about mindfulness. It's about planning ahead of time and thinking, hey, I need to put something in place to ensure that we can all get home safely.
And if you think say 50 breathalyzer is a little bit, it's at least 3 breathalyzers per parish. That's all I'm saying.
That's more than enough. Because once them park up in the hot spots.
Yeah. I want to talk about the excitement that's going to happen later on. As I told you, Miss Ashley is our host,
Right. To turn it right up.
Listen to me. I was telling her earlier, we need you to turn it all the way up.
It's going to be all the way turned.
All the way turned.
All the way turned.
So actually talk to me a little bit about what our guests at the AC Hotel should expect at our mocktail mixer tonight.
Well, of course, like Stacey has said, it's a celebration of moderation, right? We're going to have no and low alcohol. We're going to have the mocktails. You're not going to feel like you're missing any alcohol at all to how the vibe are nice. You're not going to want to go home to how the vibe's nice. We're going to have, DJ narrative. Right? So you already know that the vibe is good once DJ narrative is there. Yeah, we're going to have giveaways. Yeah. Freeness, right?
I like a ball.
It's definitely, of course, party. Who don't like a nice party? By the poolside.
Do I dress for cool?
No, don't encourage them. Do not encourage them. Encourage the madness.
No. We're not going into the pool. No. No.
We always come out strong and such, just with jeans and a shirt and thing, yeah?
No, listen, no. I'm just
Oh, no.
Well, actually, because you've never seen me.
I've never seen you, but, wear some pants with stretch, because we are going to dance all night.
Yeah. Go down there.
Go down. Well, that is entirely up to you.
What we do, the knees will allow limber and yeah. It's going to be a really, really nice time. And I'm going to just look at my producer. Can I say who the rideshare companies are now? We got a winner? Okay, just keep commenting. Maybe the first person who comments the answer. So I'm going to tell you who our rideshare are. It's Voy, Traveler Taxi, and Quick Rides. Quick Cards Rides. Yeah, so those are the three. And you can reach out on our pages, comment, and we'll be in touch to let you know who has won. And you can take 2 of your besties with you.
Nice.
And they'll take you premium style to the AC Hotel this evening for our mocktail mix-up, which is a celebration of moderation.
That's right.
You mentioned a number of partnerships. So there's JCF, there's a partnership with the Ministry of Education and the Parents Association, National Parents Teachers Association, is it?
Yes.
Right. Today's ER Day, which I think Red Stripe has been doing for the past 6 years.
We've been doing it for a while. Yeah.
Nice. So that's a primary school now. Is there anything else that you do beyond ER Day and those partnerships to promote, responsible
So the good thing about ER Day is that it really is a culmination, and we do it at this time of year specifically because there is usually more focus on going out and a high intensity in terms of the number of parties. But throughout the year, Garth, we consistently have programs that are running. I spoke earlier about Responsibility Now, which is a town hall series that we launched at the start of this year. And every year we find new ways to create not just awareness, but interest. Because, it's not necessarily the most appealing topic when you're talking about responsible consumption, but it is so important. So the team is always trying to find creative ways in which to bring the message across. So this year, one of the things we did was the Responsibility Now Town Hall series.
Right.
And it was how we got stakeholders together because we're big on pushing this whole of society approach to reducing harmful use because it can't just be one side.
Yeah.
Police alone can't do it.
Can't do it.
You can't arrest yourself out of a problem.
No,
Like,
and manufacturers of alcohol alone can do it. We need parents, we need civil society, everybody to know and appreciate what their role is and then jump in. We also had a series of digital activations. We had a competition called Real Responsibility this year, REEL. And it was staged on Instagram and it was inviting creators, content creators to use their skill, their creativity to come up with reels for Instagram that were pushing and promoting drinking and living responsibly.
what was the response like on the Reels initiative and also the town hall? Just
So the town hall was very, very well received. We partnered with the private sector organization of Jamaica to stage that. We got really, really good pickup. I mean, you would have seen a lot of news stories coming out around that. We also had very good pickup also for real responsibility. We had a young lady, her name completely escapes me now, who won. But it was so great to see the kind of enthusiasm that we got from the young people around that real responsibility. Of course, we only open the competition to those who are 18 and older.
Yeah.
of course.
And the young lady who won is a student, final year student at the Mona campus. And it was her entry was really, really good. So we do see the interest. It's something that we really believe in, not just because it's something that we have to do. So it's definitely not a tick of the box. It's something that we believe is the right thing to do. And from a business standpoint, sustainability is everything. I mean, if we don't find a way in which to do this thing the right way, then your business is in jeopardy.
Yes.
You know, I mean, Red Stripe has been around for 104 years, and there's a reason for that. It's because of how we do business, you know, and how we embrace things like social responsibility, responsible consumption. So today, as I said, is Enjoy Responsibly Day. It's something that we feel very passionate about.
Yeah.
And it's always a good time, isn't it, Garth?
100%.
And like I tell you, later on, it's gonna be something. So you really don't want to miss this celebration of moderation, this mocktail mix-up hosted by the very, very lovely Ashley M. And Garth is not going to wear his shorts later on.
No,
He's wearing his dancing pants.
sharp. You don't want to miss that.
I just cannot.
Do we want to see Garth in shorts?
One of us. Ashley M is an amazing host, all right? Narrative is a brilliant DJ who just know how to put the right show. Stacey love one of our little selves.
Oh no, I don't do those things.
You know,
I don't do
yeah.
those things.
She's got a wine on her body, but it's party. You understand?
Let's
So-
business casual wine.
Right?
The business, the corporate wine.
Right? But so those are three great things.
Plus the freeness,
The freeness is
the giveaways.
Giveaway, food, and such.
There's more. Me in a shot. Hello.
I don't know if that should be on the list.
I don't know if the people them can manage it. I don't know. It may just be too much.
It's good for your stories. Because
Garth wears the shorts.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this live. This has definitely been a great chat with my wonderful, wonderful Miss Ashley Hem.
Him, right? We're gonna change the name now.
Promising to wear his shorts later on. Please, if you can, stop by the AC Hotel this evening from 6 o'clock. We'll be there for this mocktail mixer. We even have this. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's this thing that they make with Heineken 00. What's the mocktail called again? It's
Hai Chi?
No, it's
Not
a
Hai
it's
Chi.
a Hai Chi.
Hai Chi.
Something. Oh my gosh, but Ryan too, wonderful mixologist, is gonna be there and he's gonna be creating it. So you definitely want to come by. Guys, it has been real. I loved spending time, of course, with two of my favorite people.
You know that's right.
See us later on. Enjoy responsibly, guys. Drink and live responsibly. Have a wonderful rest of the Friday.
Bye.
Yeah, it's gotta be